Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fatina Jiha binti Muhammad Asri and my metric number is I191033796. Today I will present my individual assignment. The topic that I have chosen is Islamic estate and Waqf planning. Firstly, what is Islamic estate planning? Islamic estate planning is the final stage of planning where the distribution of wealth upon one's debt is planned according to one's objective and wishes using the Sharia guidelines on faraid. Other instruments that involved in this Islamic estate planning are hibah, wasiyah and waqaf. The objective of this planning is to achieve al-falah or success both in worldly life and in the hereafter. Next is, we see what is the importance of estate planning. First, what is the importance of estate planning is for those who have unsettled debts. This is to make sure that before his estate is distributed, the legal heirs would know that there are debts that must be paid. The second importance is for those with no children or no sons. According to the faraid system, the property of a deceased who has no children would go to his father and mother or siblings. This may be against his intention to include other relatives or close friends, or even the poor and the needy. And if he has no sons, his daughter or his daughters would not receive the whole estate, as priority would go to his father or siblings. His intention of giving more to the daughter can only be fulfilled if estate planning in their favor had been executed. Next is for those who have young or adopted children. By making a wasiyah or wisayah or appointing someone as a trustee, the rights of the young beneficiaries are protected. Those who live in non-Muslim countries. An individual who lives in a non-Muslim country must prepare a document of wasiyah by stating that his property must be distributed according to faraid system. Next is those with dependent parents. Estate planning will ensure that parents who are financially dependent on an individual will be provided for after his death. Last but not least, the importance of estate planning is for the distribution of jointly acquired properties. This would prevent any dispute in court in terms of claims on harta sepencarian. There are a few reasons why we need estate planning in our life. First, it is to prevent any disputes among the legal heirs, beneficiaries, and creditors. It is for save the time and cost in applying for the distribution of estate, properly managed for the benefit of the Muslim community, to prevent invalid claims, and lastly, to protect the right of the spouse. Next we go to the instruments in estate planning. There are 8 instruments in estate planning that we can use. Okay, first is wasiyah. What is wasiyah? Wasiyah is literally means connection. The connection here refers to the good deed accomplished by the deceased during his lifetime, and upon death, he will continuously receive the rewards for that. In a technically, we can say it as a gift of property by its owner to another contingent on the giver's death. Second is hibah. Hibah or gift is an act of giving away one's property with the immediate effect of transfer of ownership without any return. Hibah is made during the lifetime of the donor, and when the donor dies, the property does not constitute part of his estate. The transfer of ownership takes place immediately after the completion of the akad. Next is Waqf. Waqf literally means a detention, while technically it means the dedication of property, any charitable or religious object, or we can say it as a giving away in charity, either in express terms or by implication, or to secure any benefit for human beings. Next is wisayah. Wisayah literally means trusteeship. It is means of creating a specific form of trust under Islamic law, such as the appointment of a person to administer the deceased estate, include the manner in which the estate is to be distributed. And wisayah is recommended for settling debts, for example, for returning borrowed objects or for carrying out a wasiyah, and to secure or maintain the welfare of minors. Next is wadi'ah. What is wadi'ah? Wadi'ah is a trust, or we can say it as a concept of the appointment of a person for the purpose of taking care and administering the asset of the settler. Next is matrimonial asset, or we can call it as harta sepencarian. What is matrimonial asset? It is the jointly acquired property of the husband and wife. Islamic Family Law Act 1984 define it as a property jointly acquired by the husband and wife during the subsistence of their marriage in accordance with the conditions stipulated by Sharia ruling. In other words, it is the wealth acquired by the joint effort of the husband and wife during their marriage. Second last is a nomination. What is nomination? Nomination is a process by which an individual gives direction to the person holding the relevant funds on his behalf to pay the fund to a named person upon his death. Like wasiyah, it takes effect upon the death of the nominator. And last one is faraid. Faraid is the instrument stated in the Quran for estate distribution. The term faraid denotes the quantum of shares allotted to the legal heirs as determined by Sharia. All these instruments in estate planning is very important for us to know for make our life more easier after this. That's all presentation from me. Thank you everyone.